Hey, my name is Serenity, but everybody calls me Keonna. Welcome to Keonna's Diary. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to create the viral TikTok scrapbook YouTube intro. It's the intro that you just watched at the beginning of this video. So on the right hand side of the screen are all of the apps that you're going to need to create your intro. 100% free for iPhone. The first app that I'm going to be using is Canva. And when you open Canva, it looks something like this. We're going to be clicking the purple plus sign at the bottom of the screen. And in the search bar, we're going to type in YouTube intro. So after typing this in, you're going to click the little purple box, the only box that pops up. And a little screen like this should pop up for you. So Canva is so neat. Basically, it gives us this little square box to create an image, and it's going to make our image into a video. It's going to animate it into a video. So the first thing that we're going to do is add the background to this blank white square. At the bottom of the screen, you have a bunch of tools. We're going to be using the second one called Elements. When you click on it, it looks like this. And then in the search bar, we're going to type in scrapbook paper. Then we're going to go to graphics at the top, and you can pick whatever paper you want. There's a bunch of different options. If it says Pro and it has a little gold crown by it, that means that you have to pay the little subscription. But for the most part, there are a lot of different options to choose from that are free. And I really like this. So after selecting a photo, it's going to look like this on the page. We want it to fill up the entire screen, or you could just drag it until it fits, but an easier way to do it is by clicking the three dots at the top right corner. You're going to scroll all the way down to set image as background, and then boom, it fits the whole screen. So the next step I like to do is to add my text. So for the sake of this video, of course, I'm going to make the text to say Keonna's Diary. But for your intro, you're going to put whatever your channel name is. So once again, we're going to hit the Elements button at the bottom of the screen. In the search bar, you're going to type in scrapbook letters. And then once again, go to graphics. And you're just going to pick out all of the letters that you're going to need to spell out the name of your channel. And once you find your letter, you're going to click on it, and it'll pop up on your page. And you just resize it to wherever you want it on the page. And you just continue this process until you have all of your letters.
Keep it 100, I'd rather you trust me than to keep it a whole 100. Don't got you, I got nothing. Run for my money. There is nobody, nobody. So give me a run for my money.
Okay, so I have Keonna's spelled out. If your channel has two names like mine, I'm going to show you what I did in my intro that I think makes the diary part of my intro really stand out. So we're going to go to Elements, type in scrapbook strips, go to graphics, and there's a bunch of different patches that you can use. I guess we'll use this. It's like a little picnic table. I guess it's supposed to be like a piece of tape. But we're going to put that like right here and size it up. I think that's a good size. Now I'm going to continue finding the letters for diary. And we're going to speed this up. So now I have all of my letters, and so far this looks really good. It's just missing a couple of details. We're going to click Elements again. Elements is our friend, okay? And then at the top in the search bar, we're going to type in RIP newspaper. And as you can see, we got a bunch of options. So what we're looking for is pieces of RIP newspaper that we can put at the top corners of our project. Honestly, you just keep playing around with whatever piece of newspaper that you find until you can get it into the corner the way that you want it to look. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just playing around with it until it looks how I want. That's really all you have to do. This is just like arts and crafts, literally. So I got that first piece of ripped newspaper in the corner, and now I'm searching for a second piece to put in the opposite corner. I don't know why this looks so good to me, but it just does. And I keep on playing around with different pieces of newspaper until it looks how I want. So now that I have both pieces of newspaper in the corner, it's time for the fun part. You're going to go to Elements, click the search bar, and type in Scrapbook stickers. This is the fun part because you get to find whatever you want and add it to the background of your picture. So one thing that I really wanted in my background was a camera, because my channel name is Keonna's Diary, but it's a video diary. So, you know, I got to find a camera, put it in there. I put some hearts in the background, some scrapbook flowers in the background. You really just got to play around with it as if this was a real scrapbook, because that's the vibe that we are essentially going for. So now that we've added everything that we want as far as design, remember you can add whatever you want. We're going to add some animations to our text to make everything pop. Because remember, Canva just creates our picture into an image. And you see there's a play button at the bottom of the screen. If we press play right now, nothing really is happening. But we have to bring this picture to life, baby. So first what I like to do is I like to add animation to all of my text. So we're going to click on each letter individually. It's going to be a struggle to get to this letter K because it's right behind this piece of paper. Well, I'm just going to move the paper for the time being. We're going to click on each letter one by one. Once you've clicked on the letter, in the tools at the bottom, you're going to scroll until you see the word animate. Click on animate and you're going to scroll to where it says scrapbook. We're going to add the scrapbook animation to all of our letters. So you're going to click on the letter, scroll in the tools until you get to animate, and scroll in the animate option until you get to scrapbook. And you're going to do that for every letter.
Backstroke overseas. I know what you need. Already on 10, all money come in. All feeling go out. This feeling don't drought. This party won't end. If I didn't rap.
So for one of my letters, I'm going to do something different. For every letter except for one, preferably like a middle letter. You can do any letter you want, but I think it just looks better in the middle. You're going to add the scrapbook animation to every letter except for one. Pick a letter in the middle and skip it when you give every letter the scrapbook animation. And we're going to come back to that letter because we're going to do something special for it. So now I'm going to show you guys what our video or our picture looks like now that we've added animation. So let me hit play so I can show y'all what we have so far. Ooh, doesn't that look so good? Oh my god. And we're not even done yet. Like, this is just the beginning. Okay, so remember that I left one of the letters alone. So it looks like all the other letters are floating to the middle. And then that one letter in the middle is just sitting there. So you're going to click on that letter. You're going to scroll to animate. And you're going to scroll. We're going to use a different animation. We're going to use the sketch animation. So it looks like the letter A just like drew itself. And with that, we're going to go to Elements, hit the search bar, and type in color pencil. You can use a regular pencil, a color pencil, whatever you want. But my favorite color is purple. And I know for sure that there's a purple colored pencil in here. But you can use whatever kind of pencil you want. I'm going to be using this purple pencil. I'm going to rotate the pencil so that it's right on top of that letter A, because I want it to look like the pencil is being used to draw the letter A. So put that pencil right over the letter A, and then click on the pencil because we're going to give it an effect too. So at the tools on the bottom, we're going to go to Animate. And then down here at the very bottom, you have these 4 options. You have All, Custom, General, and Add-on Effect. What you're going to do is you're going to go to Custom. It gives you the option to create your own element or your own animation. So we're going to click on the little purple bumblebee, and then select and drag our pencil around the canvas to create our own animation. So hold down on the pencil and act like I'm drawing. And that's going to be my animation. So now I'm changing the speed of my animation so that it lines up perfectly with the way that the letter A kind of smooths itself onto the screen. And we're also going to change the movement style to smooth so that the colored pencil drawing the letter A looks as realistic as possible. See, doesn't it look like the colored pencil just drew the letter A? Oh! And then we're going to click Done to save everything. And now let's just look and see what we have. Let's hit play. Ooh. Okay, so to change the duration that the pencil is on the screen, you click on the pencil and there should be a purple bar that pops up for the pencil right over our video. And we're just going to drag it to where we want the pencil to pop up. That looks good. Okay, now let me put this piece of paper back where I had it. Okay, so one more time I'm going to hit the play button so you can see. So at this point in the video, I am giving all of my accessories some animations. I gave an animate to my camera, the little hearts that you see in the background, the little flower at the bottom right hand corner. I gave everything else an animation. Remember that this is optional and you can do what you want. So now that the beginning half of our intro looks good, it looks to my liking, we're going to click the little plus sign right next to our work. And that creates another empty box for us. We're going to go to Elements, hit the search button, and just type in subscribe. You don't go to graphics, you go to videos. And they have a lot of different options for your subscribe outro. They have this. It's like a hand putting a phone there that says subscribe. You just keep scrolling until you find one you like. I really like this one because it's newspaper and we're doing a scrapbook theme. So this is what it looks like. Super cute. And it's really long. We don't need it that long. So we can cut it down just a little bit. We don't want an intro. A YouTube intro should be no longer than 10 seconds. Okay, that is perfect. So there's a little plus sign in between our 2 projects. We're going to click that plus sign and click transition. We're going to choose whatever transition we want. I think a line wipe makes the most sense. Yeah, I think it's creative. It looks like we just flipped a page in our scrapbook. So guys, this is the finished product before adding any audio, and I think it looks amazing. Now we're ready to save our work and move on to the next step. Okay guys, so for the next part, it's time to add some audio to our video. So for this part of the video, we're going to be using iMovie. You should have this app already downloaded on your phone, but if not, you can find it for free in the App Store. So I'm just going to go to iMovie. And we're going to start a new project. You're going to click Movie at the very bottom, and your camera roll is going to pop up. You're just going to add our intro that we just created. Click on our intro and hit Create New Movie. And voila, our intro should pop up. So that's our intro, and now it's time for us to add some audio. So one thing I definitely want to add is the sound of like a pencil scribbling. So the best place to find sound effects like that for free is YouTube. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to YouTube, go to your search bar, and you're going to type in pencil scribble sound effect. Listen to all of them, find one that sounds good for you, and pick it. I picked the second one, Pencil Scribble Sound Effect by GFX Sounds. All you're going to do is so simple. You're going to screen record the video from YouTube. Once it saves to your camera roll, you're going to go back into iMovie. Okay, you're on our project. You're going to click the plus sign. You're going to go to Video, Recently Added, and you're going to click on that we just recorded. When you click on it, you're going to have three options. There's a plus sign, there's a play button, and then there's three little dots. What you're going to click is the three dots. It's going to give you a bunch of options. You're going to click the option at the bottom that says audio only. Okay, so when we press play, we should be able to hear our scribble sound effect. Did you hear it? Okay, so we have to put the scribble sound effect in the right spot. So clicking on the audio, the blue little audio file at the bottom, the scribble sound starts to play like right here. So let me go back a little bit and play. I'm going to pause it right before the scribble sound effect plays. So it plays like right here. So I'm going to click on the audio right where it starts to play the scribble, and we're going to hit split. We're going to delete the beginning half because in the beginning half there's nothing playing. And now we're just going to drag our audio. You can drag it, just hold down on it and drag it to the beginning. So now it plays while the colored pencil draws the letter A. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add music. Now YouTube, when it comes to YouTube, you want to make sure that you're always using no copyright music. Otherwise, your video is going to be striked. And if you're using YouTube with the intent to make money, you're not going to be able to make money. Just type in no copyright music. A lot of creators have like popular music available for no copyright. You can scroll through whatever songs you want. So yes, just go through really any no copyright music on YouTube. Pick a song, and you're going to do the same thing that you did for the scribble audio. You're just going to screen record it from YouTube. Remember, your intro is only 10 seconds, so you really need 10 to 12 seconds worth of music. And once you're done screen recording and it's saved in your camera roll, we're going to go right back to iMovie. And we're going to import it into our video the same way that we imported this audio clip for our scribble. So you're going to click the plus sign. You go to Video, Recently Added, and you just add the audio file that you just screen recorded. So click the audio, click the three dots, audio only, and you're just going to adjust the audio so that it lines up with the video the same way that we did for the scribble. And now you have an intro. So now that your audio is lined up with the beginning of the video, if you scroll to the end of the video, you may notice that your audio is a little longer than your video. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on the blue audio file, and you have the option to drag it. We're going to drag it so that it's like a little bit longer than the video, maybe like 5 seconds longer than the video. After you've done that, you have a bunch of buttons at the bottom. You have the scissors, you have the little clock. All we need right now is this audio button. You see the 100%? Right next to 100%, it says fade. Click on fade, and a little cursor pops up. You're going to drag this cursor to about right here in your video. This is This is what makes your audio fade out towards the end of the video. So your music is going to slowly start to fade. Whenever you want the music to start fading, that's where you drag it to. So I want my music to start fading like right here. So now let's listen to see how the music fades. And just like that, you're done, guys. So now let's watch our full intro since we have our song and our sound effects. Isn't that so cute? It turned out perfect. I hope yours turned out the way that you want. Remember that it is trial and error. Do not be afraid to try and try again. I hope I was able to help you with your intro, and welcome to my channel, guys. I just want to take you there. You don't gotta know